Donald Trump promised over and over that the second he got back into office, prices would drop fast, inflation would disappear, energy would get cut in half, and everybody would suddenly be living like it's 2019 again. Well, we just got breaking numbers, and reality is hitting a whole lot harder than the campaign speeches did. Inflation in the United States just jumped again, now sitting at 3.8% year over year, the highest level we've seen in 3 years. And remember, this was supposed to be the affordability presidency. Trump spent the entire campaign telling people Biden destroyed the economy, Kamala Harris would make it even worse, and he alone could magically bring prices down on day one. Instead, prices are climbing again. And honestly, if you dig into the numbers, they look even uglier than the headline. Energy prices alone jumped 3.8% in just the last month, and over the last year, they're up nearly 18%. Think about how wild that is when Trump specifically promised energy prices would be down 50%. That's not even close. Gas prices are still sitting painfully high, only a few cents away from some of the highest levels we've seen in years, and people feel it every single time they pull up to the pump. And before MAGA world starts yelling, well, that's only because of Iran, no, the math doesn't even work. Only a small chunk of the energy increase happened after the Iran conflict escalated. Even if you remove all of that, energy prices are still up double digits under Trump, so that excuse falls apart instantly. But it's not just gas and energy either. Groceries are up, housing is up, furniture is up, airline tickets are up, clothing is up, everything costs more, and meanwhile wages are actually falling when adjusted for inflation. That's the part people really notice. During Biden's presidency, inflation was obviously a huge problem for a while, but eventually wage growth started outpacing inflation, meaning people were actually making more money in real terms. Under Trump right now, inflation is rising while real wages are dropping. Inflation-adjusted hourly earnings fell again last month and are down over the past year too. That means even if your paycheck technically looks bigger, your money buys less. That's the nightmare scenario for regular people. And this is where the political problem starts getting serious for Republicans. Because voters can argue about culture war stuff online all day long, but when people can't afford groceries, when rent keeps climbing, when car payments are crushing families, and when delinquent auto loans are hitting some of the highest levels we've seen in over a decade, people stop caring about rally slogans real fast. Americans are worried. Around 80% of people now say they think the economy will actually be worse a year from now than it is today. That is brutal for any administration, and midterms are usually all about turnout. People don't necessarily rush out to reward politicians when they're struggling financially. What usually happens is they stay home or they vote against the party in power out of frustration. That's why this could become a massive problem for Republicans in November if these numbers keep moving in the wrong direction.